die. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10, and he'll be brought down at the 23. Make it the
Let's go. 90, Wolf. 55. General West.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go. Ready.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Pick me up. Leo. Deuce. Pick that.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, check.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go, set, 18 Gator.
Choose the mark.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check three, check three. Showing it, showing it.
Third and 2, Locke's going to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
46 to mark. 6-6, pull it high. Deep grip.
On second down, it's Lindsey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
At their own 25-yard line.
To the center. Look at it. Great.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Newton. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Take it at the 37. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Come on, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
Blue draw Corkers.
Switch gears. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard
Go
line.
now. 50, plant.
I got one.
Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Locke, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Fair.
Bang, 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 bang. Check.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready. 70, Indy. Rock it.
Tight go.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go. 18, Gator.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Ready.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
Slam. Shit.
Hey, lock it.
Kill.
Hit it.
Locke now on 1st down. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Set. 15, line it. 15 line. Look, squeeze. 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Switch. Check Nick.
Yep. Mike 42, they go.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen. Alert flare.
X3, 218, chopper. Deep rip.
He's going to get it running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard loss on the play.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
You got him. You got him.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. He returns the kickoff and even 90 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Robbie said they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it here with Gordon. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go now. 60 yards.
Don't get nervous. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Topper. Ready?
On 2nd down now, it's Lenzy. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the ready.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Sam on.
49, check 49.
Protein spill.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards.
The 37-yard line.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a carry for Lenzy. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rush in. Greystone travel. Fight.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, the 20. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
It's a foot race. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 25-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Ready.
52's the mic.
Here we go.
Now Newton. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Great.
51's the mic. I got it weapon.
They fake the give. Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jarrell Casey. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Gun.
31's the mic. Truck. 31's the mic. Blue there. 31's the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
20.
31's the mic.
Out of the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field. With defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
General West. Big grip.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's get it.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Cross the glass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He'll let this go deep. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game.
Hey, alert 3, go. Hey, I need one over here,
Get it.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Another run by Lindsey. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey. 4 down.
Hey, exit.
31's the mic. Coming. 31's the mic.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco Bronco first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Fair. Check. Crunch.
Here's Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Titans' 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check tight.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Broncos on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Spy.
Mike 46.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Your trip ends here, baby. Your trip ends here.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Brett Kern now, standing just about on his own goal line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. "43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've gone final now from Los Angeles. And the Redskins coming away victorious there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A gain of 3, second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work hard.